some freeze or all right, can you guys hear me? Of the week. Uh, let me okay, can you guys hear me now? As every 10-10 call, it must start with 10-10 issues. So that's what we're all about. Okay, we can hear it. All right, thanks for that, Clark. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Welcome back, everyone, to session number 2 of the cooking in the TE kitchen. I mean, I'll be honest with you, between you and I, everyone on the call, this is by far the highlight. I might have missed last week's session, and then we can jump straight into this one in typical 10-10 fashion. I know everyone here, all of our chefs, all of our Michelin star chefs are 10-10, all of our listeners are 10-10, everyone's a 10-10 at 10. So last week, we had a very educational, shall we say, intro session. You might have remembered we had one of the members of Lovable, Sophia, who leads their community side. A quick recap of Lovable. We are working with Lovable right now as part of this vibe coding cooking in the TE kitchen. Lovable, quick facts. They are actually in history the fastest software company to reach 100 million in ARR. That was in 8 months. Now we partnered up with them. They've recently raised 200 million at a 1 billion valuation, and that's why they wanted to use 10. They came to 10. We spoke to them at 10, and they said, we want to get into the Web3 space. We want to get as many Web3 developers vibe coding, because if you think, lovable vibe coding, 10, it's the ability to create an encrypted dApp on 10 in a very seamless fashion. And alongside myself, we also have Jobin, who recently has started to lead the venture studio. So I'll pass it to Jobin to introduce himself, then I'll carry on. Jobin, how are you? Are you 10-10 today?
I am Tintin. Thanks, Val. Thanks for the Tintin introduction. And I hope everybody is feeling Tintin to wipe code today with us. As you all know, I was there in the last call and you might have got some introduction, but yeah, but last week I introduced myself as a head of developer relations, but I'm no more a head of developer relations guy. I am leading the venture studio at 10. So that's why the change in introduction. Uh, Good to see you again. I'll be helping you guys vibe with the vibe coding sessions today. Back to you, Buff.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations first and foremost on the change in title. It's an absolute 10-10 move. But yeah, as I was mentioning, last week we spent the time, really getting to grips with Lovable. Now, today, it's our first time to actually start cooking in the TE kitchen. So by the end of this session, we're going to narrow down to the top 10 builders. This is the moment where the real vibe coding, let's say, the real cooking in the TE kitchen, this is where it really begins. So everyone's going to get set up on 10. On Lovable, Joby's going to be helping us and guiding us through that. we're going to start to actually vibe code small encrypted dApps on 10. And what we'll do, between the session, we'll actually spotlight a few of the builders to help understand the progress. I mean, the whole point of vibe coding is that in this case, it's very transparent. We want the listeners to really understand how easy it is to not just build on 10, but even just vibe code on 10. So we're going to spotlight, we're going to understand the progress, the thinking behind the ideas. And yeah, but there are a few rules I'm going to set in place right now. Number one, if you think it's worth building, there are no rules. Just go for it. Small, big, doesn't matter. Just go for it. I mean, the whole point of vibe coding is you go from 0 to dApp in a really small amount of time, and it requires very little energy. Rule number two, you're going to have to highlight the privacy/encryption use case. I mean, everyone knows, 10 is an encrypted L2 on Ethereum. We need to understand why. Why are you vibe coding on 10? Why is this building? Why are you building this on 10 as opposed to somewhere else? Is it because you can't build it elsewhere, or is it really hard to build elsewhere? I don't know. We'll find out. And the third and final rule is do not overthink. We've got an analysis paralysis ban on this call, on this stream. The goal is to experiment, try new ideas, and just get something working. And by the end of it, we're going to have a few judges, myself, Jobin, and one of our dear friends, Anthony. We might have someone else called Matt as well join. They're going to give feedback, and we'll decide who's free for the next round. Again, you might have missed this. I'll repeat myself from the last call, but we do have prizes here. This is a session by session stream over the weeks. We're going to be cooking in the tea kitchen for a few weeks now, and at the end of it, the top three will get the main three prizes. In gold position, i.e., first, you're going to get a guaranteed spot into incubation on 10, which is up to 100,000 in builder support. And in second and third place, i.e., silver and bronze, we're going to get a guaranteed grant up to 50K. Everyone is a winner at 10. Everyone is a 10-10 at the end of the day. So you still want to get lovable merch. You still want to get 10 merch, lovable credits. No one goes home empty-handed. But that's the rule I've set for myself that I live by. Everyone wins at the end of the day. All right. So now, Jobin, as you met him, he's going to go and help us understand how we fully set up 10 and lovable to make sure the smart contract side is as integratable into the vibe coding element of lovable. So Jobin, I'm going to pass it over to you, my friend.
Thank you, Bhav. I'll just quickly breeze past through what I shared in the last week, because if anybody was not there, then that's going to help you. There's actually a guidelines doc that you can follow. I'll just share my screen. That is the only thing that you have to follow. Just a second. And yeah, so the first thing that you guys want to do, you should be visiting, you have the guidelines doc open. If you can't find it, then that is in the Telegram group that we have got. You have to open that up. And after that, the next thing that we have to do is we have to visit the gateway. The gateway is where you configure things. I've shared the link for the gateway is in the chat. Okay, my screen is not visible, so I'll just keep a second. Fix the permissions and I'll share the screen again. Okay, I hope my screen is visible now. All good. Okay, there we go. So
Joby, could you
that's the
maybe even
guideline.
Joby, could you maybe zoom in? It's quite hard to read.
So I hope now it's perfectly visible. Yeah, so the first thing that you want to do is figure out, I hope you all have figured out what is the idea that you want to build and what sort of privacy or encryption it needs and where exactly is that needed. You don't have to overload your brain. I mean, you could just have a very simple idea. Just go and ask ChatGPT that if it needs privacy. If it doesn't need, then come up with an alternative idea. Think where exactly in that idea that it needs privacy, just that much, and just ask it to, what do you call it, optimize it or tone it in like a sentence or two. That's it. That's the that's the step one and step two. I hope you have already figured that out. And after that, you have to generate the contract and all. But before that, before all that, I'll do one thing, that is I'll jump into step four. Okay, so that everybody can be onboarded on 10 network. And for that, what you have to do is you have to visit this gateway.10.xyz. Just a second. Yeah. Okay. Oops. So I've got my MetaMask ready there. I hope you guys can see my MetaMask. Check on the stream. Yes, you can see my MetaMask. All good. So make sure you have a MetaMask or a Rabi wallet. That's the minimum, and that's the recommended wallet. And once you have that wallet, just come here on the website, click connect to wallet, click your wallet if it's MetaMask or Rabi. Then you will see a connect option. Click connect. And once you do that, you'll be asked for a signature request. This is basically you signing a message that your account has been authenticated and only you can access the encrypted elements of whatever you do on 10 network. And that's tied to your RPC URL. So after you sign this, you'll be getting a unique RPC URL. And that is what makes sure that none of your data gets leaked out or anybody else can access it. So that's one thing. That is the RPC URL. This is what you want to keep handy. Copy it and paste it somewhere else, like in your code ID or in your notepad, anywhere, or just you can keep this open. Do that. That's the minimum. Okay. And once that is done, what I'm going to do is, okay, let me just, okay, pull this thing. That is step 3. Open the smart contract generator. The link to that I'll paste. You can get it from the white coding thing, but I've shared in the comment also. You can paste from there. You can copy from there and then come here, and whatever the idea optimized from ChatGPT, paste it here. Okay. For now, I'm gonna just quickly type something. I'll say, can you generate a smart contract? I mean, honestly, you don't have to even type that. Just say confidential doubting. You don't have to type all that fancy requests and all that things. Just type in the simple use case that you want. Confidential voting with voters and their address confidential and not public. Just the votes should be public. Oh, sorry. You guys were able to see my. Okay, cool. So this is why this is called as 10 seconds to 10, because under 10 seconds you will get a contract. So you can see that that's generated a confidential DAO voting contract. And the description, it says that it's a voting contract where voter identities and addresses are confidential, but the votes are public. And then here you go. This is the contract. You can see all the contract is there. And I'll specifically show you, it's a vibe coding session. So honestly, you don't have to look into all these technical bits. But if anybody is there who's geeky and wants to understand why exactly it's even confidential, then this is the part. So this is the part. This is where it's a mapping. Mapping basically means it's saying number 1 is James Bond. Number 2 is Tom Cruise. So it's 1 is to James Bond, 2 is to Tom Cruise. I don't know if you are a big fan of these guys, but it's like that. It's just a mapping. It tells that what number means to what, or what address means to what votes. So it's just X is equal to Y. Okay, that's that mapping. So here it says that wallet address is equal to this vote. So that is how I figure out that this vote was made by XYZ address. But if it gets public, then everybody can see, and that's the problem with other chains. In other chains, even if you say it's private, it's not actually private. I can go and see that. But on 10, it's actually private and it's encrypted because we use T's. Okay, so if somebody has voted and to what candidate or what proposal they have voted, both these things are private, and that's thanks to this and 10 and T's. Okay, rest of the all functions are there to vote, create proposals, and all that. Don't think about that. That's just the geeky bits that I wanted to share. Copy the code, then come to Lovable. Just a second. Come here, and here what you have to do is scroll down. Make sure before that you deploy, I'll come to that part later. Just come here and copy this part. Okay, copy this part.
Jeremy,
Paste here.
someone asked if you can zoom in, please.
Okay, sure. I'll zoom in. Yeah, I hope it's visible now. Okay, so that's the prompt. I got the prompt from the guideline. So you have to go and get it from the guideline. And what's the idea? That idea, you have to paste it here. Okay, whatever the idea is. So my idea was basically a DAO voting. Yes. So you can copy it from ChatGPT or wherever you want, paste it here. And then what you have to do is you need contract address. For that, you need to complete, where is it? Step 5. Okay, you have to complete step 5. For that, just open this link. The ones who have already seen this session from last week, you don't have to follow me. You can start already developing and building and wait for somebody to pick up your screen, share it on the stage. It's completely okay. But if you have not followed me last week, you were not there, then this is for you. That's all. Just create a new file, name it as dao.solve, and come here and paste this code that you got from tenant.versal.app. Just copy, paste it here. And then on the left side, there is a third option, which looks like S. Click that, click compile. That means basically cook your code. You have cooked your code. Now you want to serve the code. For that, click the fourth option, which looks like Ethereum. Click on Remix VN, switch to injected provider MetaMask. Okay. And then what you have to do is make sure you have some balance. So I have, let me see if I've got some balance. Okay. There's some glitch with my MetaMask, but yeah, basically you have to go there, click here and click on deploy. Just make sure you have some tokens. If you don't have tokens, then share your address in the channel on Telegram, or you can visit faucet.10.xyz. Just visit, paste it here, sign into X, and do one of the tasks, and you will get the tokens. If you don't have the tokens, or you can share in the PG group, and we'll share the tokens with you. some test tokens, and then you can deploy. After you deploy, you will get an address, paste that address here, and then in the Solidity code, copy this, paste the code there, and it'll be good. That's it. And it'll start cooking up a app for you. So that's it. I think that's more than enough for you if you have missed the last session. If not, then I hope you're already cooking. That's it. I'll pass it back to the guys with the guy with the glasses.
The guy with the glasses. I need to change my my tag. Thanks for that, Jobin. Thanks for the setup and guidance. Do we have in the chat? Has anyone got any issues right now with any questions regarding the guidance that Jobin just spoke about and shared? We have one comment. 1 second. I think he's still typing. Yeah, Rosette, I think we should start bringing a few people. But before that, Jobin, a quick comment from Easy Wheezy. He said, when I pasted the code on Remix, it said Pragma Solidity 0.8.20. And there was a warning, if you can see it. Do you have anything about that?
Yeah, that basically means he hasn't copied the full code probably. So when you copy the code from the tenant.vercel.app, on the top, the first line is // SPDX license identifier. Just copy that line and paste it back on the first line of Remix, and that should solve your problem. If not, I'll share screen quickly to show you. Yeah, this is the line. See, just make sure you have this line. Pragma Solidity, just copy that line. Okay. Oh, sorry, did not see that. Can my screen be put back on the stage, please? I request. Yes. Okay, so this is the line. See, this is the line. If you don't have that line, then just copy paste this line, exactly this line from the chat, and put it in the chat also. Just paste it back on the first line of your remix. That's it. You don't have to do that much. You have to just copy the code from here and paste it on the next. Only if your code doesn't show this line, then you can pick it from the comment or see from my screen and put it. I hope that helps. Easy peasy. I hope that was easy peasy.
Easy Wheezy Lemon Squeezy. All right. Amazing. I think it's time to now really start the vibe coding. So we've got a few people we're going to bring on stage. We've got Yuk here. Yuk, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm audible, right?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah.
I think for the listeners, it'll be interesting as alongside vibe coding. They'd love to hear. I know we spoke last week about what you're building, but for the new listeners, last time I checked, we've got just under 1,000 listeners here. What are you working on? Give us a quick TLDR summary of your idea.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, if I tell you like what I'm building, so I'm building a confidential intelligent NFT. So, what you can, actually, I can just share my screen. I've just completed I've entered the prompt for the contract, and I'm just editing these contracts. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Okay. So, yeah, is it visible, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay, so it is something like a confidential INFT in which we'll be converting this NFTs as a access for AI agents. So I'm integrating this AI plus NFT part for it. And according to this, if it is basically an intelligent NFT, so instead of just transferring some metadata or some like digital art, you can just transfer your agent access along with your data. And this is like, again, to like specify like why it's important for 10. So it's basically we are encrypting all the metadata of the memory. If you are like syncing your memory, like you are a maintainer of an INFT, you are every day maintaining it by putting in some memory of your like if I'm putting in like I'm Gyog and I'm a full stack developer. So that memory will be stored into the 10 blockchain and that would be encrypted. So that INFT you'll be sending to another people would be having some value if your like NFT means something. And what I'm building for like each sessions is like I will be expanding this project to make it to like cover many use cases. As like one of the most prominent use case which I told in the last session also was like when someone dies or there's a case of lost keys. So you can like enter old you can say nominees, addresses of the nominees, and whenever an accident happens, then your INFTs will be minted to your leverables. And I'll be also integrating a marketplace. And also one of the most important feature of the marketplace is Vickery's auction, and that is like only possible on 10, cause actually Vickery proposed an auction in back in 1960, which led him into winning a global memorial prize in economic science. And that is actually a second auction method which can be like only possible in a hidden method and obviously on 10 networks. So yeah, in one of the session I'll be building a marketplace also, and at the end of all the 6 sessions I'll be having a full developed app which will be like having many functionalities, and there'll be usage of 10 technology and encryption like in many different aspects in different places. So that's from my side.
Love that. Joe, do you have any comments on the code for now? Anything you see on the screen?
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
yeah. You is it like that? Is it that every day you would have a new NFT, or are you thinking of it's like you repetitively update the NFT with new set of data? Like is it dynamic? How are you planning? Because
Okay.
there is
Yeah,
a
I'll
limit in
like
terms of how much you can store.
yes, actually, for the demo purpose only, because like we have to complete this in a short period of time. We are storing the memory like in raw format in blockchain. But to make it more scalable for the future, I'm planning to like store it into an IPFS, then encrypting the CID of it, and also for the IPFS, I'll be putting in an encryption using a private key of the server. So yes, for the demo purpose, I'll be like storing this memory in the blockchain only for now. And also for your previous as the answer of your previous question, uh, if like I talk about an example of an Elon Musk, there are some INFTs of Elon Musk who is like Elon Musk like enters his diary journals every day or like in some period of time, so he can just use this platform to enter his memory, enter his experiences, and afterwards like he has the only access to mint the INFTs to users. And whenever those INFTs are transferable to another person, like if I am having an INFT of Elon Musk, then I'll be able to access like I will not be able to access the data, but I'll be able to access the AI agent who has the like final access to that data. So like I can generally talk to Elon Musk using that INFT, but virtually, I mean.
Got it. Understood. That's interesting. It's a very interesting approach to putting memories on chain. I hope I'm
Okay.
audible.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I was saying the idea is super cool. One suggestion from my end would be beyond memories. That is, some people are really good at using ChatGPT for designing copies, like copies for tweet or marketing. Some people are really good at using that to generate PRDs. And their
Hmm.
prompts and their context that they give is usually not public unless they tell anybody. So you could tokenize this where the best, what do you call, the best AI agent, what do you call it? Like a cartridge, AI agent cartridge, which basically has the prompt for copywriting, and you could sell it, right? Because it's encrypted. So there is a place for anybody to come and buy the best prompts for copywriting, for writing PRDs, for writing solidity contracts, and they have to pay because of the fact that it's encrypted. Only when you buy, it decrypts, and only then you can access it. So that is idea, and you could then slowly integrate it to MCPs or offer a functionality where you can paste it to ChatGPT or integrate with Claude or things like that. That's the first thing. And the second thing is you said that you want to use IPFS. So just one bit there, IPFS is public. So you have to encrypt. So the best approach there is to actually use something called as LET protocol. LET protocol would allow you to use encrypt to IPFS library, and it would be, and you don't have to take care of the keys or anything. It's basically, it uses your wallet. And if you are the owner of the wallet, you can have access control over the data. So you can write access control logic where only the purchasers of this NFT can actually unlock the file via LET protocol that's in the IPFS. So that would solve a lot of problem. I hope this helps. It's a very interesting idea. I see a lot of possibilities going forward with AI with Web3. Thanks, Duke. 10 on
Thanks for that, you got 10 you. Let's have Easy Weezy. Easy Weezy, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. How are you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm all right. It's a pleasure to be with you guys. Shout out to the 1010 community, I guess.
Thank you. We love and support Easy Weezy.
Sure.
So tell us, what are you building? Summarize it. Why does it require privacy or encryption? What's your vision? Pitch me your vision here, Easy Weezy.
Okay.
And if possible, could you share your screen to maybe if you have any code or anything that we can look at, so Jobin can take a look at it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to share my screen now. Okay. I don't know if you can see.
Yep. Oh, we saw it. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, one more time. It was there. It just went.
All right, that's it. Well, actually, I'm looking to build a book app to make reading fun, because I actually like reading. So books are actually fun, I think. So the name of the app is going to be called Book Quest. Yeah, and it's a gamified privacy book companion where books are not just passively read, but you actually participate in it. So it makes it understanding much better. It's a kind of like, let's just say the goal behind it is to create a mobile first app that helps users actively engage with books, meaning as you're reading, or even if you're not reading, you can actually participate and get to understand whatever book you want to read. And through AI driven, you're going to have debates, you're going to have challenges, you're going to have creative prompts from reading a book. Unlike passive reading apps, BookQuest make reading interactive, fun, and thought-provoking, while prioritizing privacy with 10 protocol, meaning the users or the readers can actually stay private, like leave their identity private, but also participate in making books more understanding for themselves and for people by creating prompts that challenges the books, by also creating debates that challenges the ideas of the book, and can highlight text. And these debates are going to be done with the addition of AIs, meaning AIs, you're going to either for or against what you read, and you're going to give if you're for what you read and you love what you read, then you're going to, okay, this is why I think it's against this. I don't like what this book wrote. Let's say you read something about the philosophy that is not actually interesting, and then you have your own case. Then you can debate the book with this app. And then then I also attached at the end you're going to be able to have like POAPs. I don't know if you know about, there's POAPs where you get to mint NFTs for unlocking. Maybe you read one book, then you can mint an NFT from like using Base blockchain or something to actually get an NFT to show you read the book. That's like an achievement unlocked. And then when you win a debate, it's possible to mint an NFT too, and and uh, and some other things. But 10 comes on for like, it makes it confidential and makes you can mint your NFTs like the badges when you unlock any stage without actually exposing your identity, meaning it's confidential, and you can publish content to the community. And like just the way you have community notes on Twitter, you can also post to the community in like your debates and your prompts and what you think on the app, that's BookQuest, without exposing your identity. So that's the idea behind it, just to make book more fun and to make books more understanding. So you don't just passively read your books, but you actually participate in making the book better, and you also criticize it when you want to criticize it. And when you love it, you also bring your for why you love it, and make everybody can see it without you exposing your identity with 10 protocol, making it 10-10. So that's just the idea behind BookQuest, and that's something I believe with 10 and with the trusted execution, to make confidentiality and privacy nice, and also being transparent. Meaning, so it's gonna be an amazing one. I don't know
I
what you
love it.
guys.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. As a bookworm, gamified reading is with AI. I think could actually be the future. If you just think about the number of people out there who are bookworms, there's probably a great deal of people. To make it
True.
easier with AI to gamify it, I absolutely love it. Joby, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a very interesting idea. It's a niche idea. Brilliant work, easy. Can you scroll a bit on the tenant so that I can see the top part of the code?
Okay, let me just do that, because I don't think I shared my screen properly though, but can you see it now? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's somewhat clear. Again, yeah, can you scroll up? Yeah, so yes. So this is where I wanted to tell you. See, when you share it with ChatGPT for polishing, just tell it the link to 10. Mention the link, the website 10.xyz, because ChatGPT doesn't know what exactly 10 is unless it visits the website. So right now
I
it
get-
has assumed a lot of things like ZK proofs and all, but 10 uses T's and not ZK proofs. And you have to just read a bit. If there is any wrong thing in that copy that ChatGPT gives you, you have to delete that and paste it here. So I'll suggest once again, please visit ChatGPT and give it the link of 10.xyz with your idea and ask it to polish it in 1 or 2 sentences. I'd asked 1 or 2 sentences. It's very long, this one right now. So just optimize it and come back and paste it here. You will get a better code. Right now, this code is okay-ish because it assumes ZK and we don't use ZK. But the idea
yeah,
is super good. And easy. One interesting thing I would like to suggest to you could be a cherry on top of the cake is every reader could tokenize what book they have read. So it's like a POAP. Every time you read a book, you collect a POAP, and you can have a book readers community, and you get a streak if you read book continuously and you keep on collecting POAPs. And when somebody wants to get a feedback on reading certain book, they could reach out to a POAP holder of that book and ask for comments. So it's a good possibility. It's a very good idea. It's a niche idea. People don't do developments around this, but lovely idea. Thanks, Easy, for coming on this cooking session.
All right. Thanks a lot, Easy Weezy. I cannot wait to see how this develops. So we now have Salam. Salam. How are you, my friend?
All right, G10.
G10 Salam. How's life? Tell me.
Yeah, good. A very big shout out to 10 for bringing this opportunity. I mean, making vibe coding very easy and very good. So I'm gonna be building. I call it the um, NFT avatar generator.
NFT
Alright,
avatar
so
generator. Would it be possible to
yeah,
you could maybe share your screen or something if you have the setup going?
yeah,
And
yeah,
Joby can also take a
yeah.
look at it.
Alright, that's serious, right?
We can't see
Alright,
anything.
so
Liam, is it? Liam,
um,
there we go. Oh, we see it. Oh, we see it. 1 second. There we go. We see it now.
alright, so this is where you're gonna connect your wallet. So it's gonna generate an NFT. So this NFT is gonna create a unique NFT evolving avatar. Okay, now this avatar is gonna be more intricate on how you've used your wallet, on how the transactions are. That's how better the NFT will be. And also, it's gonna be with your social account. You're gonna connect your social account. This will help the NFT to be more vibrant. All right, so the higher the engagement you have on your socials, that will make the NFT better. So okay, now like you just created a wallet, you want to generate you just created your accounts and the wallet, you want to generate your NFT for your PFP. So like I said the higher the transactions and the engagement is the better the NFT, right? So like you just created it, so it's giving you something you don't like. So all right, these people now who have good NFTs, that have vibrant NFTs that stand out, you can list your NFT. That is, people who have good NFTs, you can list your NFT. It's also an NFT marketplace where you can mint, list, and trade NFT. So if you don't like what you have, you can trade your NFT. Or you love what you have, but you want to monetize it, you can actually list it for people to mint or trade. Okay. So like this is I already got the Solidity contract from Tenant. So like you get, this is it. And it's also going to come with like, it's going to come with an encrypted chat. That is for showcasing your Web3 plus social presence on 10, things like that. All right. So like I said, is a dynamic NFT avatar generator. So like the more the transactions on your wallet, your design gets intricate and like stacking up on the on-chain, more engagements, stuff. That's it. I've gotten my smart contracts. So like I'm gonna paste this on Remix to get, you can see this. I
Yeah,
already have
I
it. I'm gonna
absolutely,
paste it
Salam.
on Remix.
I absolutely love it. This gives me a lot of peace. That's why your name is Salam, right? The NFT avatar generator.
Yeah,
I think there's so much utility. You can build it. I love what I'm hearing. I love what I'm seeing. I think as weeks go by, I cannot wait. So I'm not even joking to you. I cannot wait to see how this progresses. I mean, I already mentioned this stuff is going to keep me up at night. It's been doing so. I think I've got insomnia. But Salam, I'll be honest with you. You've not only just given me even more sleepless nights, but they're going to be very exciting. So I cannot wait to see how this progresses, Salam. So no, Salam, peace from me. It's amazing. It's performative. It's everything. It's everything all in one. Jobin, I know you love this idea. I know, Jobin, if you were a VC, I know you're putting all of your LP money into this. So, Jobin, you tell me, what do you think?
It's a fantastic idea. It's Salam, absolutely great. I have never seen anybody do something like this. You're the first person I've seen who's doing something like this. I love the creativity that you have put into this. Uh, what I will
I love
suggest
it.
you is you should use ChatGPT or Gemini to generate a lot of different avatars and then put it in IPFS. And then what you need to do is link those IPFS NFTs into this NFT contract that you have got here. Your contract looks pretty solid. And once you have done that, then you can go into Lovable and build that out. So that would be interesting. So you have to understand a small aspect, that is this code that you have got in the contract won't generate the avatar directly. That is just an NFT contract. You'll have to still use ChatGPT. So go to ChatGPT, tell whatever what do you call NFTs you want. I mean NFT avatars you want, pictures you want, generate it, download it, and then you start using with that in the contract. Okay, so I hope that helps.
I love it.
Yeah,
I,
cheers.
I, I, I
Salam,
think I
salam.
think it's a fantastic Salam. I think it's a fantastic idea. I know Salam's still listening, so I'll finish. But Salam, I think it's a fantastic idea. I think it's creative. I mean, with NFT avatars, it's performative. I mean, I cannot wait. I mean, Sleepless Nights, performative. It's everything. It's everything. It's all in one. It's a 360. If I was a VC, I would put everything in, everything I have, plus more. I would put everything. I'd even go homeless. I'd put everything. I put my house into this. I love it. Performative, creative, everything. Okay, we now have Michael. Which one is it?
Hello.
How are you, my friend?
Okay, yeah, I'm fine. 10-10, everyone, guys.
10-10 to you, Mika. How's life? How are you doing? How's the
I'm
weather?
good. It's good. They just finished raining there. ASF.
The liquidity is here to tell us. We now have liquidity. So tell me, what are you building, Mikel?
Okay, first, my real name is Michael, not Mikel. Just use that on chain.
Michael.
Yes.
Michael,
yes,
what are you building?
Okay, for this session, I'll be presenting a verifiably fair on-chain guessing game built on 10. This project is part of my broader ecosystem, RaceX. I am developing applications such as private presale, NFT auctions, interactive games, all powered by 10 unique technology. Let me open my contract so I can be sharing everything here. The problem and 10's advantage. Traditional blockchains like Ethereum face challenges when it comes to randomness and privacy. Randomness typically requires off-chain solutions such as Chainlink BRF, which are expensive, limited to supported chains, and ultimately make games predictable since every guess is public. Then solve this problem by providing 1. Free secure randomness directly on chain. 2. Private events, which allow us to hide guesses during a round and reveal them afterwards using
I love it.
10 transparency config utility. Why this matters? While today I'm showing you a fun game, the design patterns goes far beyond entertainment. The same privacy plus commit reveal principle also powers private presales and NFT auctions, which have also built under RaceX. This demonstrates how 10 enables an entire ecosystem of private, fair, and trusted applications. My guessing game. Okay, let me. Okay. The RaceX game. Okay, I'm still.
Go ahead.
Okay. The RaceX game is a fair on-chain game where players deposit a small fee of yes 0.0003 Ether for max guesses of 100 per every deposit made. Okay. What makes this so special? Using 10's privacy primitive. Guesses are private to players, but results are public using transparency config, which let me. Are you guys seeing my screen?
We see your screen. We see your screen. Jobin, what are your thoughts on the code?
Okay, here's my
It's
current visibility config.
it's great, Nikhil.
Sir?
The code is great. I mean, I love the idea that you have built. It's something that initially in our early days we had tried to build, which is basically a guessing game. So a more
Yeah.
advanced version of that. It's very
Yes.
interesting to see. Awesome thing, Mikhail. What I'll suggest you to do is the contract that you have got right now is too big because you
Yes.
probably gave it a very complex idea. So what you need to do is you need to go back and tell it that please also generate the code with the sections that has placeholders, because if you scroll slightly up, you will see sections that are in green, because that is actually not a code, that is a comment. You have to generate the code for
It's a
that
comment.
later. So yeah, so please go back to tenant and do tell it that please also generate the portion which covers the placeholder logic, whatever is there in the placeholder. Okay, so
No,
then the idea would be super.
I've already written the code. These are just comments to help me, when I come back later, I'll just read the comments and understand what I wrote.
Awesome, Mikhail. Thanks, Mr.
All right,
Mikhail.
thanks a lot, Mikhail. Nate's Flavor. Now, I don't know Nate's Flavor if that name you changed after we announced the Cooking in the TE Kitchen, but in very 10-10 fashion, Nate Flavor, I am going to ask you, what flavor is Nate Flavor going to be bringing today and for the weeks to come on the Cooking in the TU Kitchen by 10 Protocol? This is not an ad.
Yeah, so G10 everyone.
G10,
hear me,
G10
guys?
to you.
Yeah,
I can hear you loud and clear,
so-
Nate Flavor.
yeah. Okay. Hope there's no echo in my voice. Is there echo? Is
There's
there
no
an echo?
echo. It's what I like to call 10-10, Nate Flavor. 10-10.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. Yeah. So yeah, I would so yeah, basically Whisper Chat. I don't know if anyone uses Telegram here. So Telegram is cool. Telegram is very cool, but by default, Telegram is not encrypted. So if, for example, you wanted to give a secret message to your friend, and you needed this to be encrypted, and Telegram, I think that was last year. Durov had an issue with the I think that was a particular country. I think that was France or some country. So they are trying to pressure Telegram to reveal some of the to decrease the privacy of users of the platform. And it's been an idea in my head for a while now. Like, how about we could just look at Telegram, bring that robustness, that blockchain integration, and make it end-to-end encrypted. And then when I applied for 10 um, hackathon, and when I saw it's based on privacy, I checked on 10 blockchain, I checked the focus, and I was like, yeah, this is this looks like a good fit for this idea. So let's go into my contract. I'm traditionally a full stack engineer, so I only started building contracts 6 months ago on Ethereum, but I have been able to put together with the help of AI some what's it called? I've been able to put together a very very fundamental mock up of the application. So I just want to envision Telegram but encrypted and on 10. So now when you're chatting, you can send gifts to creators on the platform. You can send a message. You can subscribe premium for somebody, and all of that is powered by 10 and encrypted on the 10 blockchain. So we have encrypted chat. Also, we'll also have you can send messages. You can send files. Even files are encrypted. Although there will be a limit to the size of files you can send, because encryption it gives it e- encryption increases the storage, the file size of a particular blob of file. So we need to put a cap on that. But then there will be premium plans for users on the application, and you can also gift other users. So just envision Telegram, but encrypted and used on chain. And thanks to Ten and Lovable, I've started building out the front end. This is my specialization. I'm very good at front end and back end. So, but then as time goes on, I will fine tune the smart contract for the application. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think and your thoughts.
Nate's flavor. I mean,
Yeah.
before I go ahead, I'm going to ask you to very simply describe your flavor. Are you sweet and sour? Are you spicy? Where
Yeah.
are your taste buds at? Well, give me a quick TLDR of your taste buds.
Yeah. Okay. My flavor is more of my flavor is more of I don't know. Let's say unpredictable. Yeah, unpredictable. Yeah, that's the word.
Unpredictable.
Yeah,
If you,
I'm always
if you, but are you more of a sweet or savory guy? If you had to describe this idea, is it more sweet or savory?
yeah, savory. Yeah, savory. Like when you take something that's very sugary and you take it, you lick it, and then it turns a bit tasty, and then it turns a bit salty sometimes. Yeah, it's kind of a twist.
Yeah. This is like a churro. We're taking some of the sugar, and then we're going to avoid
Yeah.
the diabetes, and so we focus down on the savory side. I love the idea, though, man. I really love it. I could genuinely see this being widely used in Web3. I mean, maybe this is the future unicorn. I mean, I don't know. Jeremy, what do you think?
Yeah, the thought about building this is awesome. Nate. Love that. Nate, can you just scroll up a bit in Lovable?
All right.
The prompts.
Yeah.
Yeah, just scroll up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Just go on the top.
I've actually been doing some prototyping over the past few days. I think this is the time. This is the beginning. Initialize a next year's project for Whisper.
Yes. So, Nate, this is where I want to tell you something. See, you're building a Web3 app and you're using blockchain. So you don't have to use Supabase. If you're using Supabase, then you're storing and doing auth on Supabase, then there is no Web3 element in it.
Oh,
The concept and the idea that you have is good. What I would suggest you as a change is skip Supabase. Don't use that. So that is why I say you have to be following the guidelines. And I told you have to just mention the idea to ChatGPT, get it optimized, come here and paste it. So don't, if you try to come up with your own prompts, then you might end up building something else. So if you want to stick to the guidelines so that you become a winner of this, the concept, I love it. We have more sessions coming up, so you can polish this until then. So what I would suggest is follow the guidelines, tell it your idea, and it'll polish it. So you have to also understand the second thing before I end my feedback. That is, blockchains are good at storing things, executing things, doing transactions, and performing some on-chain logic or computation. Blockchains inherently aren't good as a communication platform. So they're not good for building chat applications. For building chat applications, you have to use decentralized chat communication protocols. There are a lot of them like XMPP, there is Waku, there is Status, a bunch of them are there. You can use that. But I like your concept, and I would like to give you a very interesting angle to this that you can build. That is, Whisper Chat, right? There is an opportunity to put out Whisper Status, or maybe what do you call a Whisper Testimonial or Whisper Confess. That is an interesting idea where people can come and give testimonies or give confessions or give feedbacks publicly without sharing their wallet address and being anonymous. That would be a brilliant idea. That could be used in different projects. Like there are a lot of Web3 projects out there who want feedback, but they don't want but the people don't want to reveal their identity. They want to be anonymous. And that is where we could come into play. So the idea is good. I like your direction. Needs a little bit of polish, but then that would be super good.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cool,
thank you very much. G10.
Yeah.
G10 to you, Nate. I think this is a good time to actually thank I mean, if I look at the numbers, last time I checked, we have over 1,000 people. So it's a good time to thank everyone for joining us today. I mean, I think over the coming weeks, what we're going to probably do, looking at all the comments and things like that, it's been very clear that people have liked what's being built. And I've actually had a few personal DMs telling me that they want to continue doing these same projects. So I think over the coming weeks, we're not going to eliminate. Instead, we're going to actually see how people actually build out. We'll choose winners. We'll choose the top three. Like I said, number one is the first prize is going to be guaranteed incubation up to 100,000 builder support, and second and third place will be $50,000 in grants. Jeremy, what do you think? Do you think it makes sense to, these guys have already started cooking? Who are we to stop them from cooking? What do you think?
Yeah, we are not anybody to stop them. We are gonna just help you in serving the best food as a chef, or the best dabs as a chef. So please go ahead and polish it and reach out to us in the Telegram group and probably share your ideas, share your prompts. We'll help you tweak it out a bit. So it's your ideas, it's your work, but we just help you serve it better. So we are looking forward to some 10 on 10 dApps coming out with encryption and privacy in the coming days from you folks. So looking forward to the further sessions, and do really well, because it's going to get very hot in the coming days. The competition is going to heat up, because when you start polishing, the cooking is going to get intense. The kitchen is going to feel the heat, like Liam said in the chat. So be prepared. Dig as much as possible around using ChatGPT, get prepped, polish your code, fix it all out, because you don't know, one of these folks is going to come up with a banger dApp next week. So if you don't want to get eliminated, then be ready, be prepped. We are always there as helpers out there in the group. Okay, cheers.
Thanks a lot, Jeremy. And
Over to you, Gordon
everyone,
Ramsay.
thank you. Over to Gordon Ramsay. God, that is an overstatement to say the least, Jeremy. But I appreciate your kind words. If you can't already tell, I am indeed blushing.
Gordon Ramsay with glasses.
Can you tell? Let me put a flash to my light. You can see me blushing.
Yes.
But I want to thank all of the Michelin star chefs. But to even set the scene, I think we had nearly 1,000 applications, if I remember correctly, for cooking in the TE kitchen, and we boiled it down to the top 10. And I am very, very happy that we did. I mean, some of the ideas, we had NFT avatar generators. I mean, we had gamified reading. I mean, the list really goes on. Where do I stop? I mean, these are viral use cases. These are use cases that truly embody what 10 stands for. These are creative. These are performative. These are everything all rolled up into one. This in itself is a roll-up, if you pardon the pun. So I think next week we'll continue with the same builders. We'll see how these things progress. We just want to see how everything builds across. And yeah, again, thank you so much for everyone joining us. And yeah, it's going to be a 10-10. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending where you are in the world. G10 for now. And we'll see you same time next week. 10-10.